Welcome and good morning. My name is Pollyanna Snyder. This is our very first episode here of American Dream TV in Montana. Our goal each episode is to bring you new sights, new sounds, a little bit of history, great culture, and fabulous real estate here in Montana. Today we're going to welcome you to Bozeman, into our shop, and we're going to take you to see a little bit of culture and a fabulous historic home here in Bozeman. So this is Bozeman, Montana. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about Bozeman and a little bit about Montana, because it's a very unknown state and it is an amazing place to live, an amazing place to experience. Bozeman was founded around 1864 by John Bozeman as part of the Bozeman Trail, which was an extension of the Oregon Trail. But the most famous explorers and discoverers of Montana were, of course, Lewis and Clark and their fabulous guide, Sacagawea, back in the early 1800s. Bozeman is also home to Montana State University. Montana State University was started first as an agricultural school, but has grown extensively in engineering and business as well.
Do my thing.
One little factoid about Bozeman is that it is the fastest growing micropolitan and has been the fastest growing micropolitan in the U.S. for 3 years now. Who knows where we're going to be this year, as Bozeman has been on the rise with this great migration from large metropolitan areas, particularly California, Oregon, Seattle, Washington. We see a lot of folks coming from those areas, Arizona, Texas, and Colorado. But we can't leave out the East Coast. I moved here 12 years ago. I'm originally from Kentucky and spent a lot of my life in Kentucky and Tennessee and Virginia. And Bozeman is now my home. This is the longest I've ever lived anywhere, and it is a fantastic place to experience any time of year. I'm so excited to welcome you here to Bozeman, and we're going to take a step out now, walk down the street, and go visit Chef Tori McPhail at Revelry Restaurant. Tori, this is amazing.
Well, good. Looks beautiful, right?
Oh my gosh, this is fabulous. We're here at Revelry Restaurant in downtown Bozeman, just off Tracy and Main Street. I want to introduce you to my newest and dearest friend, Tori McPhail.
Hello, Pollyanna.
Thanks for joining us today.
Of course.
You know, first, Tori, I really want to welcome you and Britt to Bozeman.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
And I want to hear a little bit about a lot of things. I want to hear about why Bozeman, what enticed y'all to come to Bozeman, and a little bit about your background, because you are so accomplished. I'm very intimidated.
No way.
So share with us a little bit about why Bozeman and your background.
Well, Bozeman is an amazing town, and I've been coming here for years and years. But really, like this last couple of years, it's really kind of caught my attention more, because there's so many cool things that are happening around here. I mean, you've got amazing food here at Revelry and all up and down Main Street. You know, we've got Jam in our group, and we also have Dave Sushi. So the different types of cuisine that you can enjoy here in downtown Bozeman, it's just different these days. You know, it's not like Bozeman, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I mean, it's super, super hip. Aside from this, you've got amazing distilleries, you've got tons of microbrews, we have organic farms, we've got amazing beef, fresh bison. So there's really a lot of things here for everybody. Talk to me a little bit, Tori, about your background. I mean, you've been an accomplished
and revered chef for many years.
Yeah.
If you will, please indulge me and brag a little bit about your background.
Well, I kind of grew up next door in Washington State, but I spent every single summer here in western Montana. Learned how to fly fish outside of Phillipsburg on the Rock Creek. But to enjoy the great outdoors, it just always had a place near and dear to my heart. So for me, I went to culinary school in Washington and said, look, I want to be a great chef as quickly as possible. So I moved down to New Orleans, started working for the legendary Commander's Palace. And if you know New Orleans, you can definitely recognize names like Paul Prudhomme, our friend Emeril Lagasse. And so for me to kind of follow in their footsteps and become the executive chef there for 19 years, it's really kind of just changed my life. So New Orleans is great, but I've also lived in London, England, the Caribbean, Las Vegas. But now I'm stepping back home. You know, all my family lives right here. My dad lives here in Montana, and even my brother and everybody else still lives in the Pacific Northwest. So to come to Bozeman right now, where the city is booming with amazing restaurants, super talented chefs, it is a dream come true, and I'm just thrilled to be a small part of this community.
Well, you're going to be a big part of a really growing big scene here in Bozeman, and we appreciate you being here.
Good, well, thanks for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about Revelry and the menu that you have here and what you see for the future.
You know, what you see in front of us is a great example of artisans at work. You know, we make our own fresh pizza dough several times a day. The hamburger bun over here, we've got fresh mushrooms grown here in southwestern Montana, brie from a local farm. We make the hamburger bun, right? And even the burger itself is right here from Gallatin County.
Wow.
The French fries are hand cut each morning. We have a little falafel over here. We do that again with house-made roll. Some fresh organic greens right off the farm. I know this is one of your favorites. Okay, this is fresh Montana chicken, right? But we do ours in a little bit of a Japanese style. So a little spicy, sweet, garlic, a little sea salt, and fresh pepper. So a little something for everybody here at the table.
It is a culinary extravaganza. I feel a little gluttonous, and I really appreciate you sharing the restaurant, you know, what you're bringing to Bozeman, and the food scene here, because it is quite spectacular. Tori, we really want to thank you. Appreciate your time.
Sure.
Appreciate your staff's time. And we're going to take a moment and dig into all this scrumptiousness.
Enjoy.
Welcome to this historic home in downtown Bozeman. This was originally the Stewart House, built in 1912. The Stewarts were a family, they were a legal family here. The first of which, brother was an attorney, and the second was a governor here in Montana. The homeowner has just renovated this house to the tens, from the window trim to the crown molding to these fabulous, thick, high baseboards. They're fantastic. On the main level, the wood floor is all original. And the inlaid wood floors and the grand size of this dining room are spectacular. You could host intimate events, large events, and really show off this dynamic home. I mean, considering this is a 1912 home in 2021, for all the open space and open areas that we love, this house really fits that bill. Come on into the kitchen with me. The owner has done a magnificent job of bringing a 2021 kitchen into this home. It has quartz, custom tile, stainless steel countertops, all Bosch appliances, a gas stove and hood. This fantastic breakfast nook used to be a back porch. And this owner has closed it in to create a large eating area, great wall space for art and additional furniture pieces, and a huge pantry. Again, everything we want in a modern day kitchen. Seems a bit odd, but I want to show you the laundry room. Number one, I want to show it to you because it's a modern laundry room. It's huge. It's a great mud room, great facilities and space for a laundry room. However, this was the original kitchen of this home, which is quite amazing. I want to show you what was at one point in time a summer porch. The original home ends right here, and at some point in time, we don't know when, this was closed in. It would be a great area for some big fluffy chairs and just a comfy area next to the kitchen. And as we come this way, this would make a great maybe bar and entertaining area because the room to my left is the original parlor. Now I want to introduce you to my friend and colleague, Colleen Wood with Hometown Lenders for a brief mortgage minute.
Hey guys, this is Colleen Wood with the Wood team over at Hometown Lenders, and I'm here to tell you the big news about real estate here in Bozeman and Montana across the state is that everybody wants to be here, which is causing a huge inventory problem. This is very similar to a lot of other markets where people are moving from bigger cities into smaller locations for lots of different reasons, whether they just want more space or they just want to be able to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, or with the pandemic happening that people are just looking for different things in their home. But what that's causing here locally is that we have a ton of people who are in bidding wars in order to get into real estate. So folks are having to be incredibly competitive when it comes to getting pre-qualified, getting potentially true approved, and actually getting their offer into the seller as strong as it possibly can be. But here's the great news. Interest rates are so low right now that it's really helping people, even though the prices are higher, the interest rates are lower. So it's a really good balance and still allowing people to be able to invest here in Montana. Something to keep in mind with interest rates being as low as they are is that now is a super great time to purchase investment properties. And that is for the purpose of other people renting out the home. Vacation rentals are really, really popular in Montana right now because folks really want to come and see what Montana is all about, experience all the wonderful things we have going on. But with interest rates being as low as they are, it is a phenomenal opportunity to get into an investment property at a very low interest rate, like never before.
Hi there. Welcome to the second floor of this magnificent and beautiful estate home. This floor has probably gone through the most radical transformation of all three levels. This owner has come in and transformed this second level into 4 bedrooms with 2 full baths, one being the master that I'm excited to share with you. Now, as we enter this master suite that I keep telling you about, in particular the master bathroom, take a look at the amount of light that is in here. This, at one time, was a back porch. Again, there have been 3 porches on this home, at some point in time closed in and utilized for effective space. There are 2 large windows and a door out to the deck. 2 sinks with cabinetry and abundance of light and windows. And this shower is dynamic. It is both the shower and the master bathtub. Uniquely, they have put in a clawfoot tub just to sort of keep with that time and era. They've used Italian marble on the inside of this shower, as well as limestone on these floors. And when you really take a look at these floors, you can see little bits of fossils inside. Welcome to the lower and third level of 804 South Wilson. This is the basement. And contrary to most basements of this era, it is not a spooky basement. They have done a magnificent job of renovating this space. It has a multitude of rooms, including this nice, large media and entertainment room. Just over here, we have a dynamic wine cellar that keeps your wine underground at a nice, even temperature. You could have 2 offices, an office and a classroom, and there's a nice long room on this side of the house with great light and windows. That would be my workout room. I want to thank you for joining us today and exploring Bozeman, Montana with us in this lovely home at 804 South Wilson. I look forward to seeing you again soon as we explore some other mansions and beautiful properties here in Montana.